Well, this one was disappointing, but it's no by no means bad. So let's talk about it. What's up, I'm going to be about my decision of this creative animation, including Super Saiyans that fight for the fate of the Earth, and welcome back to once again where Super Saiyans weren't even in existence yet. Welcome back to the original Dragon Ball. Welcome to the second to last saga of the entire original series. Welcome to the dark, twisted, demonic King Piccolo saga. I have a bit of a bone to pick with this one, so let's not waste any time and get straight into the written review. I hope you guys enjoy. Krillin has died, and an ancient evil has awakened, putting Goku through his toughest challenge yet. With his friends beginning to fall all around him, and with the fate of the entire world at stake, Goku must arise once more and face this great evil once and for all. Up to this point, Dragon Ball had been a mostly very lighthearted series. Sure, every now and then there's a serious moment like the Red Ribbon Army, but it was usually pretty brief and mostly downplayed for laughs. But with this saga, however, that all changed. The story was darker, the villain was far more vicious and unrelenting. The plot armor protecting the main cast was taken away, leading to a greater sense of danger. The entire world was at stake, and this time far more than even the Red Ribbon Army could have known. And the body count rose to an exponential level, leaving each situation with far more suspense and, in the case of the villain, much more brutality and unyielding malice. As good as this saga was, however, it suffered from one serious flaw: the rushed ending. The Ultra Divine Water remains one of the worst plot conveniences in the series and arguably in all of anime. And while the finishing blow was one of the most iconic moments in the series, it lacked actual impact because of how long the saga took to get to this point, which exhausted all the actual suspense in its final act leading up to that great moment. Which is a huge bummer considering how great the arc started, in a way creating the template for the sagas of Z and even Super to follow to an extent. And yes, while King Piccolo was the first truly iconic villain of the series and was incredibly menacing all throughout, he sadly severely lacked any actual character outside just being a cliche tyrant who just wanted all the power to himself. In his youth. That's about as much depth as you're gonna get. While this is a step down for the series overall, it's still a really good saga. I appreciate how it went darker and up the stakes. It's full of great moments that are iconic to the series. There are still a few small funny moments here and there. And it continued putting more emphasis on the action, which in turn made the series far more distinct than the other anime at the time, and arguably even to this very day. The final verdict for this one is going to be a disappointing, but still solid, 7 out of 10. It's really good, and I appreciate how much darker it got. It has a lot more problems than the other sagas previously, and the rushed ending is endlessly infuriating after how well it was built up to. I still recommend it, but it's a pretty big step backwards overall from the other two sagas that were previous, 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai and the Red Ribbon Army. However, the saga to follow it would not only fix all the issues of this one, but arguably become one of the greatest sagas in the entire franchise and end off the original Dragon Ball with a huge bang. Yeah, I don't mean that as a hyperbole. The final saga of this series is arguably one of the greatest sagas in this entire franchise, heck, arguably in all of anime. It is an amazing saga, it's a phenomenal saga, it fixes all the problems of this saga while also taking everything that made the other sagas so great and pretty much putting it all together into one big final climactic arc. What arc is that? Well, I'll see you guys next time for the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, also known as the Piccolo Jr. Saga. I'll see you next time. Peace.